are now entering Armbar Audio.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Armbar Audio. I'm Tim Farley, and next to me is my co-host,
John Kearns. What's up, everybody? I'm usually your trusted companion. What with the demotion?
I fucked up everything.
That's fine. No, you didn't.
We're off to a great start.
Who's with us?
Anyway, no one yet. Or, actually, they are there.
What is wrong with you?
You are what's wrong with me.
Do you want to start again, or you keep us in?
We're keeping this.
Okay.
Today, we give you our top 10 matches of the month of March. The month preceding the biggest month in wrestling.
Yeah.
And of course, we are joined by the Punjabi Prince, the NerdyMark, Siddharth Shri Ram.
The newly crowned IWGP United States Champion.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's right. I was going to bring it out a little later, but since you mentioned it, I was like, okay, fine, I'll bring it out.
Bring it out.
But, hey, yeah, so I don't have the Paisley shirt, but I hope this makes up for it. But
well, I didn't use Paisley in the intro.
I know, but the last time it was the douchey shirt, and this time now it's a belt. I don't know how things are going to go this time around.
You combine both of them, you become just insufferable.
I should probably.
I thought he already was.
Next time, I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna wear the shirt. I'm gonna wear my shades.
Sunglasses. Yeah.
Speaking of, I'm gonna show this off right now. This new shirt I got.
That's amazing.
Says, if I get circumcised, where would I keep? Then we have Garfield riding a skateboard. Cool 90s dude. Schmegma. Hope you all enjoyed that.
That's quite a shirt.
Yeah, kid-friendly show, y'all. Kid-friendly show.
Kid-friendly shirt. Kids.
Hey, we never said...
We never claimed to be...
No, I know.
We're
I
adults. I could say fuck.
Okay.
Anyway, let's get into the list. Shall we, John?
Yeah, man. We're going to kick it off this time around with a little bit of that. Hold on.
Bubbly.
I messed up. There it is. Boom. From Impact Wrestling's Sacrifice event, it was Rich Swann, the Impact World Champion, versus Moose, the TNA World Champion, in a World Title Unification contest.
Now, this match was a long time coming. Moose had taken the TNA World title from whatever warehouse they use, and he proclaimed himself as the TNA champion for quite a while, maybe a year. And within that year, he was beating TNA old-timers or originals or whatever, like RVD, Rhino, etc., etc. Rich Swann became the Impact champion. Moose and Willie Mack, who is Rich Swann's best friend, were in a I Quit match. Willie wouldn't say I quit. Moose was going to, murder him. Rich Swann said, stop. If this is all just for a title shot, I'll give it to you. He never gave Moose the title shot. Moose was taking over Impact and saying he demanded a title shot. Scott D'Amore came out and said, you want to know what? I'm officially sanctioning the TNA World Championship as a title. And then we got this. The winner of this match will be facing the belt collector, Kenny Omega, on April 24th at Impact Rebellion. So there was a lot at stake here. These two men put on a fantastic match, and when I watched it, I texted these two and I said, this is the best Impact match I've seen since since the Spike it's probably top 3 match since they've gotten off Spike.
Yeah.
Moose just keeps getting better and better as a character, as like presentation wise, move set. He keeps impressing. Rich Swann, I'm glad he's getting the notoriety and the showcase he deserves because he's been killing it ever since he started. Dragon Gate, Indies, WWE, wherever, he was great. And they really meshed well. Sid?
Yeah, first of all, Kenny Omega is the belt collector, but he's not collecting this one. Anyway, yeah, don't worry, it's not all the matches to talk about. I'm going to reference this, but
He's already had that one.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, so this match, very cool variation of styles here. Definitely a good David versus Goliath match. And now, I think I've said this many times, but it's okay. David versus Goliath match are a dime a dozen, but it really depends on how you do them.
Right.
Because I mean, on WWE you have Braun Strowman, basically killing a bunch of Davids, aka jobbers, but here you got Moose, who by the way is looking a lot leaner, so that's good on him, and Rich Swann, two premier athletes, and they just going at it, and both of them are trying to prove a point to each other. And that's what I saw, and I loved how Swann had that hot start in the beginning of the match, and it's just continued, the savagery just continued to build and build and build, and this was great. And hopefully they have a unified championship. I know we already had a unification title in New Japan, but I still need to see another one
That everybody loves.
Oh yeah, I want to talk about it later on in my channel. But yeah, I think this was a damn good match, man. I don't have any complaints.
What if Kenny Omega wins the Impact title and he has the AAA title and the AEW title, and he unifies them?
Oh my god! I don't think they allow that to happen.
That would be very weird.
That would be up to.
And then Tony Khan came out and was like, "This is not okay." Brings out a second belt, and then I don't know. Yeah. It'd be wild.
No, that would be too many. Too many.
Whenever you said they're athletes, I was gonna be like, they're real great athletes, Kevin. I was gonna do the Don Callis.
Nice. No, but that could be interesting. But I think if they were to do that, that would have to be his own personal thing, the $1 million title or something, or something like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Or the FTW championship, right? So,
you know how the AAA one is the Mega Championship? He could be I'm the
Omega
Championship.
Yeah. So, John, what did you think about this match?
It was fantastic. It was Rich Swann, who I love. It was Moose, who I'm coming around on. And it was good stuff. Great powerhouse stuff from Moose, obviously. A lot of cool high-flying type stuff from the man himself, Rich Swann.
Moose has been pulling out some awesome high-flying as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Spanish fly off the top, man.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome.
It was a great contest.
Yes. Now, on to number 9.
Contests. Number 9 comes to us from the land of the rising sun. Comes from the New Japan Cup. It was Shingo Takagi, the Rampage Dragon, against representing the BC for life, Kenta.
Go to Sleep Club had a really good showing in the New Japan Cup, but it stopped here. Shingo Takagi, the Rampage Dragon. Man, this was a banger. It's been a while since I watched this match, but I do know that it was fucking great. Kenta, in 2021, has been making people realize why he is a notable person, a notable wrestler. This match, the match against Moxley, the tag match on Impact, just everything he's been doing, and another match that's on this list actually.
Yeah.
Kenta is showing people why he is regarded as he is. Shingo is really... New Japan is really... Since he got there, they've really put a lot of faith in him. But yeah, go check this match out. I mean, I shouldn't... all three of us shouldn't have to tell you anything about this. You should just look at the match graphic and be like, yeah, I should probably watch that.
Exactly.
But anyway, Sid.
I mean, like, I think if anyone were to like really intimidate Kenta, it's Shingo Takagi. I mean, he is definitely... Now, Tim, I know I give you a lot of shit for the whole Shingo Takagi thing, but last month, I think this is my penance for last month. We'll talk about that in a second.
Right.
But, I'll talk about why in a second after we talk about more matches.
Speaking of last month, we did say that Jon Moxley was the wrestler of February, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because he had 3 matches. This month, in March, was Shingo Takagi's.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I said, for shitting on Tim for liking Shingo so much, he's like, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to make you watch like half the fucking list is going to be Takagi matches, so fuck you, Sid. Anyway, but it's all
It's
good.
not my fault that he's he's good at his job.
I know. Hey, no, I'm not saying that it's your fault. I'm just saying. But, no, but I think, but for all the shit that I give you, I do think Shingo Takagi is fantastic, and obviously he proves in this match, he has chemistry with just about everybody.
Oh, yeah.
And it's pretty cool to see. But, I mean, that's all I'm going to say right now.
Good stuff. It was hard hitting. It was strong style to the max. But speaking about strong style, we're going to get into some strong style insane shit in a little bit. But, yeah, I mean, if people out there still don't know what strong style means, this is the match to watch.
One of them, for sure.
One of them, for sure, yeah. I mean, spoiler alert, a bunch of these matches are from the New Japan Cup. 'Cause it was fucking... That's what happens in March, so that's how it is. That's how,
Yeah.
But yeah, great stuff.
On to
Number 8.
Ocho. Number 8 comes to us from Stardom's 10th anniversary show. It was for the Red...
the World of Stardom
for
title.
the Red Belt.
The Red Belt champion from Queen's Quest, Utami Hayashishita, defending against Queen's Quest member Saya Kamatani. Saya has been trying to prove herself to why she was in, not just to herself but everybody else, to why she was in this position. And this match pretty much sold me and many others as to why she should be a main eventer, upper carder in Stardom. She reversed a lot of Utami's power moves. I remember Utami went for her power bomb, the swinging razor's edge type thing, and she turned it into a beautiful Rana. A lot of nice drop kicks from her. But Utami's a powerhouse, man. And she just could not overcome that. It was great back and forth. It was engaging to the point where all three of us were watching this match together, and I didn't say a word to them until after the match.
Yeah.
Sid?
Yeah, we were the ones shit talking me and John. We were just continuously just having some sort of banter. But
Shooting the
speaking
shit.
of red belts,
Speaking of red
anyway.
belts. Oh,
Anyway, sorry, I had
what a
to.
coincidence.
Hey, listen, you're the one who said you want this on the show, and this is
Yeah.
what you got. So
This is what I wanted. You
Good.
kidding me?
All right. Yeah, I know. But yeah, I think start of this whole show, because we were watching it last night, had a great like mixed bag of different matches, and this one, like, I mean, these two women tore the fucking house down, and I mean, holy shit, that I went to bed at 3:00 in the morning, and I still am like, holy shit, what did I just watch?
Yeah,
if that makes any sense at all.
I said earlier in the month on Twitter, I believe after the New Japan Cup final, that this month's list would be a number 1 and
Followed by
9
9
twos.
number 2s, yeah.
Because March, we have since done away with honorable mentions and upcoming events and stuff, but I mean, almost everything that I watched this month was fantastic.
Yeah.
And the 9 matches leading up to the number 1 on this list, it's masterclass wrestling.
I mean,
Absolutely.
this is basically like, if we were teaching a class, these would be like the required watch list.
Yeah.
Like how English classes have like reading lists. This would be our watch list.
Yeah. And you have to write a 10-page essay on each and every
we should
match.
actually do an episode where we do that.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
I'd be like a crash course to pro wrestling, the way we see it. Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'll jump in if you want me to. If you want me to.
Jump on in. But yeah, man. I think the thing that I mentioned while we were watching this was the kicks in this match.
I think
Or was that the later one?
That was Iwatani versus Yoshiko.
Yeah.
Because Iwatani was fucking laying them fuckers.
Yeah.
Where
Sounded
she did
like
the super
gunshots.
kick and held her leg up and was balancing on one.
Yeah.
Jesus.
They're all so good. They're all so good. But we're going to move on to... That was number 8, so this is number 7, I think. Yes. Number 7 comes to us from AEW's Revolution event. It was a tag team street fight between Team Taz, represented by Absolute Ricky Starks, and the Machine, the Swavarine, Brian Cage, against the TNT champion Darby Allin and the Icon Sting. Sting!
Keep going.
This match was a cinematic style match. It took place in
Like an
honestly,
abandoned warehouse.
abandoned warehouse. It looked like the place where GCW runs shows, but without the GCW ring. Isn't that what it looked like?
It looked a bit bigger than that.
A bit bigger than that, but it was still awesome. We had Darby Allin getting thrown through a through a pane glass window. We had Darby Allin again jumping from the balcony down onto Brian Cage. That was awesome. Sting mixed it up a lot with the bat. Ricky Starks looked great. Brian Cage looked great. And this is the match.
Brian Cage had Sting or Darby Allin. And
he had Darby Allin when he walked up. Yeah. Yeah.
Suplex hold and walked all the way up the steps, which was...
Like, I don't
Jesus.
care how much Darby weighs. That's insane. But yeah. This is the match that led to what we're getting now with Brian Cage sort of rubbing the rest of Team Taz the wrong way.
Or Team Taz is rubbing
Or
him
Team
the wrong
Taz is rubbing him the wrong way.
But, yeah.
Somebody's getting incorrectly rubbed, is the point.
I hate getting incorrectly rubbed.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
Usually you're at fault.
Yeah.
Anyway, so anyway, I'm gonna say this. This is the best cinematic match that I've seen since
Probably this and the Firefly thing.
Yeah,
Yep.
this is
And
that.
The Firefly thing.
match too. Firefly Funhouse.
God.
There you
It's a lot of
go.
words.
Anyway, but I
Some
would put this.
respect.
I would put this above the Boneyard match.
Yeah.
This was directed by Darby Allin, who was
A film student,
a
yes.
film school dropout, and he also said that Ricky Starks helped him a bit, and
I can see that. Yes.
it was fantastic. Great. They've been using Sting really well. I love how they're using him. I also really like the dynamic between Darby and Sting. If you've seen this week's AEW, the promo that they cut on Matt Hardy was awesome.
Cool. You know what I just realized? I think, was Ricky Starks the director for all of Revolution? Because his music says the Revolution is televised. I think it was all he was doing.
He is absolute, so.
Absolute Ricky Starks.
But
Oh, yeah.
this was a
He's really coming
hell
into
of a
his own.
match. Revolution, despite the last minute or 2 minutes, was
Banger.
really, really good.
No pun intended.
If we were to do honorable mentions, Tag Team Casino Battle Royal, the Tag Team title match, the Exploding Barbed Wire match.
Sans the last 30 seconds.
But
yeah.
that wasn't part of the match.
Yeah, that
the
was
match
part
was
of the
already
match.
over.
The match was over. The match was pretty fucking rad.
Rio and Shida.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hardy versus Hangman.
It was a pretty damn good show. But this one,
It was just awesome. Like I said, like you said, best cinematic match in recent memory since they've become such a norm with pandemic era shows.
yes.
Yeah. So for me, you said that Darby Allin directed this. I wonder if he's been watching a bunch of Jason Statham movies because
He might have
many
been.
of them, probably because many of those movies end up in like some sort of abandoned warehouse place, like the climactic fight. I think this was. I love the camera angles. Like one of the things that happened was like Sting was fighting inside like that little wrestling ring, and then
Yeah.
Darby was out somewhere. The way they zoomed over to Darby was just absolutely fantastic. I
Great
love
direction. Great camera work.
that. And
The paint
I
on
will
the
say,
ring
though-
was even like Sting's makeup.
the cool part was like towards the end when like Sting was walking back towards the ring, Darby was up top. He's like, "Hey, Stinger!" and he throws the bat, and Sting catches it at slow motion.
It's like the force.
That was. Well, no. It's like in a movie where like the guy will be like he'll throw like a shotgun or some sort of weapon to his partner, and he'd be like, and he'll catch it. And it was so cool, like that 300 slow motion to speed motion shot. You know, that I definitely just marked out for this entire match. The only thing I would say is I don't think we needed commentary. Like we could have just had the match kind of just play out for itself.
I kind of agree.
That's my only nitpick with this match, but otherwise, freaking awesome. Like, I won't. If you're gonna do more cinematic matches, I want something like this, and even
Let Darby
comedy
Allin
like
direct
this.
all cinematic matches for every company
For
going
sure.
forward.
I think this was like in my opinion, this was like the evolved form of the Stadium Stampede.
Yeah.
You know, definitely, because like a lot more production value went into that than
gritty.
More artsy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For sure, it was good. Like, so yeah, cinematic matches, just give them to Darby. Just let him do it. You know.
We going into number 5?
Oh yeah, man. We're going back to. Hold on, no, we're not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going into number 6.
Oh.
We're going back to the New Japan Cup. We're going to talk about Kenta again, and we're going to talk about the murder grandpa, Minoru Suzuki.
Oh, I love this match so
Holy
much.
shit, man. They slapped and kicked and punched the shit out of each other. And It was incredible. I mean,
It was. I loved the beginning, the shenanigans by Kenta with the newspaper.
Yeah.
That was. He's like, I don't want anything to do with this guy. So he's just like,
when I was watching it with my mother, she's a huge NerdyMark, obviously. We've talked about it before, and she was giving Kenta shit for it, and I was like, if that was Naito doing that, you'd be laughing your ass off. What are you talking about? And he would. I was like, and then I told her, okay, Kenta versus Naito, who cares less? But yeah. Kenta versus Naito, if they fought.
Throw Orange Cassidy in the mix. Then
I was gonna make Orange Cassidy the special guest ref.
Hey, that's
the match will never end.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
he
it
fell
wouldn't.
asleep.
Just take up the entire. Just take up the entire freaking. Yeah.
Kenta defeated Minoru Suzuki. That nobody saw coming. And
No,
that's
but
not,
it was a good decision.
That's not a slight against Kenta, but I mean, you see Suzuki, you expect a death to occur.
Right.
So I'm guessing this doesn't do wonders for your brackets, does it?
It did not. No. My bracket was ruined when Toru Yano beat. Who did he beat? That I was like, what?
Khan
when he beat Great Khan. That it was over.
I had the finals predicted, but obviously my person I chose did not win. But that's okay.
I had half of the finals predicted. Are we going to move on already? No, we got to talk a little bit about this.
They beat the shit out of each other.
They beat the shit out of each other. What else to say? Watch it. Just watch it.
Right?
I mean, what do you expect when there's a Suzuki match?
Exactly. What?
You want me to tell you? Slaps, punches, kicks, a penalty kick, maybe a pile driver.
You're usually going to see Kenta getting the shit beat out of him, and then he stands up laughing.
There was a part. Didn't he knock him? Didn't Suzuki knock Kenta down, and then Kenta just came back and won?
Yeah.
And then, you forgot Young Lion getting murdered. Evil Grin.
Yeah, that's true.
And that sweet ass way he gets out of the ring, where he does the arm submission, and then he does a handstand on the apron and comes down.
Yeah, kind of
like
in
incredible shape. He's a warrior like
it's It's my favorite unique way to exit the ring ever since Kane quit wrestling.
Yeah.
Because whenever Kane used to lean and go back and flip to the floor, I used to love that. Number 5. We're going back to the Rampage Dragon. And we're also going to talk about the Rainmaker. Because there was Kazuchika Okada versus Shingo Takagi. In what I would say, I hate to say this because it sounds like a slight against Shingo, but major upset.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
When the brackets came out for the first round of New Japan Cup, this was the match that everyone was looking at what are they going to do?
What are we going to do? Yeah.
Because Okada is the standard bearer. He is. Mm-hmm. If you still want to say Tanahashi, I'll let that go. But Okada is the face of New Japan.
Yeah.
And Shingo, like I said earlier in the show, ever since he got to New Japan, they have pushed him quite well. And I thought Okada could eat the loss here. It's only March. It's the New Japan Cup. There's a lot of time in the year for him. Also, we've seen in the past year or so him getting involved with other feuds, trying to build up talent. So I picked Shingo.
And there was also the reports that he's been wrestling with a slipped disc in his back.
Yeah, one or two,
which is bad. Don't do that.
Yeah, but this match was very good. Shingo with the lariats and the strong slams, and Okada's. When you have Okada, you know what you're getting. He's gonna throw you into the barricade, do the jump and the fucking. I'm a little gooned right now.
You're gonna get the Rainmaker pose. You're gonna get the Rainmaker. You're gonna unfortunately see the money whip.
The beautiful drop kick.
The beautiful drop kicks. And you know what you're getting from Shikingo? Shikingo Takagi. Shikingo. I think I mixed up
Shikingo Takagi
with Shingo.
I don't know what you did, but
Shingo.
Shingo
you know what you're getting
bingo.
from Shingo too. You're getting big lariats. My favorite move he does is the sliding lariat. Love that, and the burning hammer. I love a burning hammer. And the Made in Japan and the Last of the Dragon. I mean, he's fucking awesome. What can I say?
I like that other move too that he does on the back, where he has them.
Is
like
that the
this,
pumping bomber?
And then that's the lariat.
That's the lariat.
But and then he goes to the legs and drops them on their face.
Yeah,
it's like Umagoroshi or something.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. It's almost like an upside down vertebraker. Because they go face down.
It's like a flatliner, but
like
more complex.
Yeah.
Sid?
I don't know what else I should say because I think y'all pretty much explained it very, very well. But
that happens a lot. Huh?
I mean, it was a lot, and I'm also kind of gooned because, like I said, I went to bed at 3 in the morning because I had other obligations. But anyway, so I don't know, man. Like I think, like I said, Shingo has been the real MVP of the New Japan Cup as much as I've seen from whatever I've seen of the New Japan Cup, and I mean, like this match continues to prove it. And yes, I do understand, Tim, why you like Shingo Takagi. It's he's fantastic. He really is good. Yeah, I'm not just saying that because I don't want you to hurt me. I'm just seriously saying that.
I could never.
I think
hurt
he
you.
actually feels bad. I think he. Number 4, huh?
Number 4, huh?
I don't know because last month. Let's see. It's just that I think I gave him enough shit last month. I said, you know what, just lay off. It's all good.
Yeah, there was a point in the video where I said, maybe next time you're not coming. Maybe next month you're not coming back.
I was thinking just because of the sequence of events that had been happening in the last couple of weeks. I was like, oh my god, he might be right. not because of y'all, just because personal stuff. But I was like, oh my god, he's right. But no, here we are.
You always have a home here.
Here we are.
Yeah,
brand new IWGP US champion.
Jesus, you are such a mark. Let's go.
Match number 4 comes to us from the New Japan Cup. What? It's one British prick versus another British prick. You know who we're talking about. We're talking about
the new British prick.
We're talking about Mr. Stringbean himself, Zack Sabre Jr. We're talking about the assassin Will Ospreay.
Whoa. If we're going to call him an assassin and him a string, we're not calling him a string bean. We're calling him the Anaconda.
The Anaconda. I was just gooning.
I know. That's why I had to correct it.
Lanky ass.
Brick.
He's a noob.
He's like one of those. He's like one of those things you see in car dealerships. The thing that the little
wacky wavy and flailing arm, flailing tube man.
Except this one beats the shit out of him.
He's a Bailey buddy. He's a Bailey buddy. That's what he is. If Bailey went back to her, hugging face,
there was a lot of submissions in this one, huh?
Submissions, strikes. I mean, you had the penalty kick from Zack Sabre Jr., which broke Ospreay's nose and made him bleed throughout the match.
Yeah.
A lot of reversals, a lot of flying. I mean, this shit was incredible. These guys were probably in the back and said, let's show the East what the West can do.
Yeah.
And this was a very, very good match. Will Ospreay won with, I want to say, the Stormbreaker.
Mm-hmm.
But I get confused sometimes because he's been finishing people off with the hidden blade lately.
Yeah, but I think this one did end with the Stormbreaker.
And I said I was tweeting during the match, and I was like, Zach, this isn't the same Billy Boy you're used to. This guy he's now a faction leader. He's in the heavyweight division. He's not fucking around.
And he's pissed as
we
well.
all found out Will Ospreay is not fucking around.
I loved the shit talking that they did throughout the match.
Well, you know you're going to get some good shit talk, especially when it's both Will Ospreay and Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah, and like I loved how Zack Sabre Jr. was just like brushing off a lot of Will's moves like it was nothing, and Will's like, "Oh, you still talking, huh?" And I was like, "Oh, yo." And then the match just went into another gear, and that was just that was amazing.
Zack Sabre
I think Will
is one of the best shit talkers in all of wrestling right now.
Oh,
if you ever watch any of his backstage promos, like it's just like, what the fuck?
I need him and Eddie Kingston and John Moxley all yelling at each other.
and Tama Tonga.
Throw in Tama Tonga. Throw in fucking Dwayne Johnson.
No.
Bring CM Punk back for just that event.
Nah.
Just that shit talk event.
Maybe.
But anyway.
Have the moderator be Paul Heyman.
Yes.
Alice.
Zack Sabre Jr. continues to prove that he is one of the best that Suzuki Gun has to offer.
And continues to prove that whenever he decides to hang up the boots, which is not anytime soon, he will go down in history as one of, if not the greatest technical wrestlers of all time.
Definitely one of the highlights of the British wrestling scene, of all time. And Will Ospreay's the same way. This match was amazing.
Yeah.
Number 3, we're going to talk about some more Stardom. We're going to talk about a hair versus hair match that pitted Julia against Tam Nakano. Is that her last name?
Tam Nakano.
Tam Nakano.
These two have had a very good feud for the past year or so. Tam told Julia that she would eventually be the one to dethrone her for the Wonder of Stardom Championship, which Julia had held for quite a while. Julia came into Stardom with a rocket strapped to her back, and for good reason. She looks good, she talks good, she wrestles good. I would even say great for all of those things. But the chemistry between Tam and Julia cannot be understated.
Yeah.
And this match, first we had it for the title. Then I think Tam was putting her hair on the line. It was going to be hair for title. And then Julia upped the stakes and said, no, if I lose, I'm not just losing the title, I'll lose my hair too. And this was a Joshi battle of the ages that anyone out there should watch if they like women's wrestling. In the end, Tam Nakano did win, and we got shaved head Julia, and Julia has said that she wants to start from the bottom. She's adopted a more military-esque look. If I were to tell you about all the spots in this match, this show would run over 2 hours. But there were times in this match where I thought, they're not going to kick out of that. They're not going to kick out of that. And there was points where they were just slapping each other's faces. They booted each other off the top turnbuckle. A lot of flying, a lot of heavy moves. Somebody else can talk now.
Go for it.
John, go ahead.
No, you go.
Okay. Oh man. Okay. All right. Well, so I think this. Y'all talked a lot about Julia, and we've covered a couple of her matches in past lists, and then this one though, I don't know, man. I think there was a lot more, since you did say that she upped the ante. I think there was a little bit more of a vicious side to her. in this match. Maybe it's just me, but I think I don't know if y'all saw it, but I kind of did.
Yeah, I saw it.
Because obviously she's like, I don't want to lose my pretty locks. No, I'm just kidding. But the worst. I mean, they did hair versus hair matches in the past. Even with WWE. With Vince McMahon and that one person who we're not going to talk about. But this one was completely different because it's like I didn't care that. I mean, because I'm not going to lie. For me, hair versus hair, that stipulation, I have been very iffy about in the past. But this match, because it was so good, I didn't care that we were going to get either Bald Julia or Bald Nakano after this, because this is just two women, two absolutely amazing athletes, and fighting for a prize. And oh, by the way, they're going to get their head shaved. That's kind of how I felt, because I was like, oh my god, this is at the end of the day, it's a title match.
And also, when it comes to the difference between this and most hair versus hair matches is this is involving women, and beauty is associated with women, and hair is one of the big components of that. And luckily for Julia, she's so beautiful that it didn't matter that her hair got cut.
Yeah. True. Yeah,
I believe while they were cutting her hair, she was laughing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh god, we got psychotic Julia in the horizon. It's like PTSD Julia because she's wearing all the military shit.
She's like the new Rogue General. She might be the new Rogue General.
Good.
Very good.
Oh, you mean what's his face?
Yes.
Yeah. Exactly. No, you had it right. What's his face? Number 2.
Damn, man.
We're going to talk about the Rampage Dragon again. And we're going to talk about the leader, the faction leader again. It was the finals of the New Japan Cup, and it was Shingo Takagi versus Will Ospreay.
This time, Rampage Dragon brought out the sword. This was the third meeting. The Best of Super Junior final.
Whoa.
Will Ospreay won in the G1 last year. Shingo won. But this was for a shot at Kota Ibushi's title at Sakura Genesis, which will be happening tomorrow.
Yes.
So this shit was insane. I thought the match would have ended 3 different times. There were times where I questioned Will Ospreay, like, was that move worth it?
Yeah.
Like, he put him through a table. He, like, dived through a table.
Yeah.
And, there was all their signature moves.
The Os cutter off the middle rope to the outside is one that I said, was that worth it?
Yeah. Shingo was beating the shit out of Ospreay. He went after the nose and the shoulder, which was smart. Like, between this and the first one, it was really hard to call.
Yeah. Definitely.
But a lot of people will remember this match for what happened after, which is dumb. Just, the match itself was fantastic. These are 2 of the best wrestlers in the world.
Yeah.
Hands down. Fellas?
This was one of the best New Japan matches I've seen since I started watching New Japan. I'd say that. I would go out on that limb. Shingo Takagi is probably my favorite discovery of 2020 and 2021. Definitely. I've been a Will Ospreay fan for a long time. So this was a match that I was torn on. I had Shingo and Jay White in the final in my predictions, but I was happy that this is what happened.
Yeah, I said that if they were going to establish the United Empire, this is where they were going to have to start.
Yeah.
And we saw Okan get to the second round and lose to Yano. We saw Cobb go to the second round and lose to Evil. And then I was like, don't matter. I don't care if it's Jay White at the end. Ospreay has to beat him. You're not selling me on this shit.
You're not selling on the United Empire.
This was it. He slayed the dragon for a second time. He told Ibushi to his face that the only thing that matters to him in the world is being the best and having that title, which he proved by cutting his significant other.
Yeah.
Basically saying, I put that title over my own relationship. This Ospreay is kind of off his rocker, but
he's starting to lose it.
And Ibushi might lose that new title. Because Ospreay is just hit a different gear.
I want to know how fast you think we're going to see Murder Ibushi come out.
I don't know, but I wonder if...
I'm looking forward to it.
I wonder if Beep is going to get involved.
She might. This might all be a fucking ruse.
No, I mean, she might help Ibushi.
Oh, no. I
Because in kayfabe...
Yeah.
They're split.
Yeah.
He said...
Well, that's true,
he's
but
single.
That goes back into what I'm saying. What if this is all part of the plan?
It could go either way.
It could go either way. And I'm ready for either one.
Sid?
What you got?
First of all, B. Priestley, hit me up if you want a real champion. Anyway, second of all... nah, it's all good. No, I wish for nothing but the best for her and Will Ospreay. But anyway, you know, I like I said, I've seen the other match with Takagi and Ospreay, and you know, this one was, I think, a little bit more intense for sure. I mean, that's like the word that I've been throwing around a lot is intensity, because that's the best way to. When you watch Puro matches or Joshi matches, I mean that's kind of what you're gonna get. It's kind of part and parcel.
Yeah, it's one of the
kind of part and parcel of the deal. But
points.
Yeah, and as far as like him, Oz cutting B Priestley, I mean, look, I am all for, you know, gender equality, and you know, I would never put my hands on a woman, obviously, but I also think that, I mean, for the story, it makes sense because, you know, Will is kind of sick and tired of being underlooked and undermined. You know, always living under Okada's shadow is the freaking reason why he started the Empire in the first place.
Before Ospreay came back, and all that stuff happened over the summer, and past allegations came up again, and this and that.
Yeah.
I bet you that Ospreay came back and said to Gedo, they want to hate me. I'm going to give them a reason to hate me. And the reasons that they're hating me for that aren't true, I'm going to amplify it.
Yeah.
And there you go.
Yeah, that makes sense.
At the end of the day, it's a pro wrestling angle featuring two pro wrestlers.
Exactly.
Who are basically married. They've been together for a very long fucking time. And have wrestled each other.
Yes. So, I don't know.
Did y'all know, on a side note, y'all know that Gargano and Larella wrestled each other?
Yeah.
At one point.
Sid, you went away.
Yeah.
I know.
What happened?
Sorry, I got
there you
someone. I'm popular. People are calling me and shit during the Zoom session. I'm like, yo,
that's
no. Buy a webcam.
Buy a webcam.
Yeah, I should. I mean, I bought this, so
there it is.
Oh, come on. I mean, I bought this, so I could probably afford a webcam.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's like $40. Anyway,
is it time to move on?
Thank you very much.
Is it time to move on?
This one? Yeah. Jeez.
We're going to talk about, in my opinion, the most important match in AEW's short history.
Also, one of the top 3 Western women's matches of all time, including history. The AEW women's division has been scrutinized since the beginning, and Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa laid all of that criticism to rest in one night. This feud has been built amazingly. I believe there's still things to draw from it. This was a lights out, not sanctioned match. I was rooting for Baker because she's from Pittsburgh, and in my eyes,
And she's the face of the AEW women's division.
yeah, she was the first woman to be signed to AEW. She was at the major AEW thing in Jacksonville. She's got the charisma, she's got the look, she's got the moves. She's the full package, and whether the title is on somebody else or not, people are looking forward to seeing Britt Baker's segments.
Yeah.
Then you have the NWA, former NWA Women's Champion, made her way in Lucha Underground and in Japan, and she's an MMA fighter and everything. And you put all these elements together with no stipulations, and it was just incredible. With this match and the other match that Britt Baker has bled in, and the match she had with Swole, she's starting to get the hardcore icon type of thing, which she herself finds funny because that's not like her aim or anything.
Yeah.
But holy fuck.
Britt Baker is a hardcore icon, whether she wants to be or not. There were thumbtacks. There was blood on both sides. There was ladders, tables, steel chairs.
What happened? There was a curb stomp on the steel steps, and I was like, that should be the end. Steps. And then John goes, just keep watching, shut up. And I'm like, okay, but like that isn't, that should be a finish.
Adrenaline.
But holy shit, the finish came with, didn't Rosa like do some type of driver through the table?
Yeah.
It was nuts. It's nuts. And like Rosa like reversed the move and put Baker into the tacks.
Yeah.
And then like I don't know. I just know that after this match you are not going to criticize the AEW women's division.
At least you're not going to be taken seriously for it. What you got, Sid?
I mean, there's still going to be people that there's still going to be people that do, and both of them are idiots. But anyway, so it was funny because Thunder Rosa won the match, but I think Britt Baker was the one that got more notoriety from this. You know, I mean, she was the one with the T-shirt. You know, we talked about hardcore legend. I for one was rooting for Britt Baker because Texas, and also I just think
you messed up.
Not Britt Baker. I did mess up. I was rooting for Thunder Rosa because she's from Texas, and also because I think there's a lot of good things for women's wrestling. You know, like I said,
it absolutely does.
Yeah, Mission Pro Wrestling for anyone who wants to check it out. It's
you
pretty interesting.
It on Title Match Network on YouTube.
Yep, and that's a lot, I think, and Red Velvet came from there, so that was pretty cool.
I believe Jazz is also one of the instructors there.
Yeah, and I know Big Swole even wrestled there a little bit. So yeah, I'm not. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, and I think here's what I feel is going to happen. I think finally Rosa will beat Shida, and then we'll have Britt versus Thunder Rosa for the AEW Women's title, and that match will be crazy. Now, another thing I wanted to mention is Jungle Boy has Tarzan Boy as his theme music, Orange Cassidy now has a new theme as well. I forget which one.
Where's My Mind?
Where's My Mind by the Pixies?
Where's My Mind? When Thunder Rosa comes out, everybody does the Thunderstruck chant.
Yeah.
So Tony Khan, get on the phone,
Open the wallet,
call and open the wallet, and get the rights from AC/DC. In my opinion, if you don't like it, Tim, I don't care. It's what I want.
Before that happens, she has to sign a contract.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought she already was.
Nope.
No, she's not official.
She has not signed a contract anywhere. That's why we see her in NWA still. We see her wherever else. She is not a contract.
You know, I just love how when I'm saying something that I want, you had to take it and put it through like a shredder. I just really appreciate that.
No, I think that should be her music as well. But if I was the CEO of a company, I wouldn't buy the music for someone.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, provided she signs to AEW, Tony Khan, get your ass on the phone.
I'd say she's I'd say she's the hottest current free agent. One of them for sure. And there's a lot of there's a lot of much sought after free agents right now.
Yeah.
La
Sombra, yes. I did just hear that he has signed somewhere, but has not said where it is.
And I don't think it's AEW. Apparently, they said it's not AEW.
Yeah.
I bet you it's either CMLL or AAA or New Japan.
Yeah.
Or Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
If it was Ring of Honor, he would have showed up and helped Roosh at the 19th anniversary.
Maybe he'll help him now.
Maybe he'll help him now.
Because unlimited violence is a thing now.
That's true.
Which is badass.
But yeah, man, that's the list.
That's March's list.
And it's a good list.
What do we got for him next week, John?
Oh, next week. What do we have next week?
We got a WrestleMania review.
We do. We have WrestleMania review. We have
Takeover.
We got Takeover.
Well, Takeover review is going to be on the NerdyMark channel. The WrestleMania review is going to be on the Armbar audio channel. Sometime...
I think we're going to be talking a little bit about GCW's The Collective.
Yep, and sometimes this week we will be... As you can see on the screen, it says subscribe to the Gooniverse. We have described what the Gooniverse is before it is finally launched. Tomorrow night, John and I will be providing a recap and review of Season 5, Episode 2, Vestiges of My Hero Academia. And John and I will be providing... Sid, and Mosh will be reviewing and recapping the first episode of Jujutsu Kaisen, which Season 1 just ended very soon. And...
Me and myself and Mosh, we're going to be reviewing the Snyder Cut of Justice League. Very, very excited for that. So
that's going to be a good interview. Or a good review.
Yeah, good interview. I'm going to probably record it sometime. Basically. I'm going to probably record it today, actually. So it's going to be fun. I can't wait. Yeah. But yes.
Good stuff coming. Good stuff coming with the Universe.
And very soon, be on the lookout on the Armbar Audio socials. We will be announcing something major. And with that...
Yes, that is true.
Wherever you are in the world, whether it's morning,
get it going. Hold on.
night.
Okay. No.
You have a great one, and peace and love to all of you.
Bye-bang!
Okay.